Radio. Oh, yeah. Is anybody out there? Let's go. Here we are. And there we go. Welcome to Nino Radio. Special guest tonight, y'all. Let's go. Alrighty. I like that song. Hey, thank you for checking us out, ladies and gentlemen. We are streaming live and direct on Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. Jesse, you there? Oh, my bad. You there, brother Jesse?
How you doing, all the Patriots?
What up, Jesse? How are you?
Pretty good, man. Hanging in here amongst these rough times.
Oh, yeah. How's it going, bro? And Corpitos, Jesse Lopez in Corpus Christi, Texas. Let's go.
Let's go, man. It's red as can be down here.
Oh, yeah? How's the weather, Jesse? Let us know. How's the weather?
It ain't nothing. Oh, hot and humid, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Hundreds. Humid.
Tenfold. And there we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a quick update on everything going on political. Jesse is an awesome Patriot, Navy hero, basically a legend down in the 361, and we're going to get his take on everything happening. But we're going to do about a 20-minute stream, and then we're going to jump straight to the Rumble in order to talk more freely on these platforms without being, harassed or censored. What's up, Jesse? Let's go ahead and get right into it, Jesse. What do you think's the most pressing situation happening now in America? Go ahead.
Well, wow, it's hard to distinguish which is the most pressing. The most pressing, I guess, would be all these indictments that they're trying to occupy President Trump with, so that they can move the attention away from all the stuff that's going on in D.C. with the administration and the Biden family. So more attention that everybody pays to Trump. That's why it's no coincidence that all of these indictments are happening at the same time. The one in Washington, D.C., the one in Florida, the one in Georgia. Why are they all happening at the same time? And then the judge had just declared that is like she wants the trial to start on March 6th. Hello. You know what else starts on March 6th? The GOP primaries. That's when they decide who's going to be the presidential nominee for the GOP.
So, Jesse, what happens if Trump's not available? What happens then in that case or that scenario?
Well, that's the whole thing. That's why it's like all his lawyers are right now writing appeals as we speak, trying to move that date. And then one of the things that Trump is saying is like, it's not going to stop me. You're not going to stop me by keeping me busy in court. That's why I got lawyers. So I'll be at the primaries. I want to stay, and then it's like they're trying to keep him away from those rallies because they know how many people go to the rallies. And it's not like so he's still going to do them. He's getting ready to schedule one for this upcoming month in September.
Jesse, let me pick your brain here. I got two issues: the mugshot, and then we're going to talk about the debate. Two-part question, but I'm going to play devil's advocate, right? I want to get some back and forth, banner here. I want opposing views, right? I want a little bit of conflict here, to say the least. Basically, the mugshot. I said earlier that everybody's saying that the mugshot was the best thing, to happen to Trump and all this. They're like gloating over the mugshot. I told you backstage, and I want you to express how you feel, but I feel this, ladies and gentlemen, and brother Jesse, shout out Christy. God bless the sister out there in the Florida area. Things are crazy over there. I digress. But I think the mugshot was not the best thing to happen to Trump. This basically, in my opinion, is not a good thing. He can be arrested. He's got formally charged. He has over so many felonies, indictments, and whatever. I'm from Southside Midland. I already know. Once you get that booking charge and you get that, we lost Jesse real quick. Once you get that booking charge and you get that actual, you're going to court, basically, you get criminally charged. I know a couple things. You're basically going to be, like I said, charged. You have to go to court, pay for a lawyer. You're going to lose a lot of time and money. And I said this right. I'm going to say this right now. The mugshot to me was just not a good situation because I don't think that's good for anybody to be criminally charged and then, this mugshot to be released. It's not a good thing dealing with law enforcement in that way. It causes a lot of problems. And again, people say that it's the best thing to happen to Trump. I don't believe it is. And when we get Jesse back on the line, I'm going to ask what he thinks. He thinks it actually was a good thing that happened to Trump. They did say, Sister Vanessa told me that I think Trump made $20 million since then. So I guess he can make money, but I know, someone like us, we go to jail, we're losing money. Amen. So with that, let's try to get Jesse back on here and we'll go from there. Hello, everybody in the chat. What's up, all my people? God bless y'all. Oh, yeah, real quick. I want to touch on this real quick. I dropped a video earlier. It's doing pretty good numbers about Jaden Rodriguez. Salute him. He basically, they're commenting on my video. A bunch of his classmates and people that go to his school, they're going to basically protest tomorrow by wearing the Don't Tread on Me flag to school, Patriot gear, and they're going to stand up for young Jaden. That's the video I just dropped that went viral everywhere. People are sharing it of this young man being harassed by a liberal lunatic teacher at school, and the mother is basically the one that's pretty based in telling the teacher that flag has nothing to do, the Don't Tread on Me flag has nothing to do with slavery. It's like my wife said earlier. We were out shopping and she said, hey, I would understand if they said that this flag was something, other than what it is. Like she's saying, my wife's like, you know what? It's basically a lie. It's the worst part about it. They're promoting a lie, misinfo, and basically harassing this young kid about the flag. We're bringing Jesse back on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Jesse, you there? Jesse, looking better than ever. Let's go. Jesse, so
at the roof location, my phone was overheating.
yeah, I know how that goes. So Jesse, what I was saying earlier, what are your thoughts on the mugshot? I said the mugshot was not a good thing to happen to anybody. It represents, being criminally charged, losing money. What do you think about the mugshot? Go ahead, Jesse.
The mugshot, well, for one, it was embarrassing to have to put him through that, but one of the strange parts is that they asked the prosecutor, how come the other two places that did indictments didn't want a mugshot? It's not like the president is going to run away and go and hide with the 25 Secret Service men and hide from the court. That's the main reason why they do a mugshot. That's the main reason why they do a bond, so that you don't disappear and then you go to the court when it's supposed to be time for your trial. So that was ridiculous. But the mugshot backfired. In the first 24 hours, he made $7.1 million just on the mugshot merchandise.
That's pretty good.
The shirt, hat, the cups, the koozies, the flag, and I got them all coming.
Okay, so go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then not only that way, it backfired in another way. You know how when a rapper gets thrown into jail, gets arrested, and then they get a mugshot?
Yep.
What happens to his merchandise and his product right after that happens?
Ching, ching.
Ching. It goes through the roof. He gets more popular because now he's sort of like an outlaw, a man against the system. And right now, the way it is, it's Trump against the system, the same system that has been persecuting and prosecuting blacks and Latinos across the country for decades. So now everybody has seen him. Even when he got out of that Fulton County jail that day, he drove right up through the hood in Fulton County, right down the street from that county jail. That county jail is a pit, man. It hasn't even been certified in I don't know how many years, because there's rats there, there's disease, people that file complaints and sued them because the conditions are so horrible. And the people that live around there in that community, they know how they've been treated by the district attorney. And it just so happens to be the same court where Martin Luther King was arrested and locked up.
Jesse, that DA, talk about her real quick. She has TDS, and I believe she ran on the campaign promise of arresting Trump, correct? Am I wrong?
Oh, that's right. That was her campaign promise. It wasn't like, let me bring more jobs, let me reduce crime, let me reform some of the justice system here in the county. No, it was, I promise you that I'll arrest Trump.
Jesse, real quick, I got a question. You touched on this earlier. God bless you, Erica Beth, a great patriot, says, could they even put Trump in prison with him having the Secret Service? How does that work? Touch on that, Jesse.
Well, somebody had mentioned that, so I started digging into it, right? And first, let's say that he gets convicted. Now, he's going to appeal that, and all the way to the Supreme Court. And once it gets to the Supreme Court, the people in the Supreme Court aren't stupid. They know that these prosecutors all over the country have been violating the Constitution and violating President Trump's rights and the rights of the attorneys and the rights of all the other people that have been indicted. It's like, how can you prosecute somebody because they use their First Amendment rights to say what they wanted to say? It's still America. They don't even do that in Russia.
So,
well, maybe China.
So, Jesse, can he be in prison with the security? How does that work?
Well, historically, right? There's no president that has been sent to jail, to prison, since they started using Secret Service people. I think there was one president in the 1700s that, I can't even remember which one it was. But the thing that came once the first president was shot, and the attempted assassination, when they started up the Secret Service doesn't leave his side. He's always got Secret Service. So the main question is, so what are they going to do? Are they going to have to send the Secret Service into jail with him, into prison? So there was a Secret Service man doing an interview. He said they're going to if they were to do that, they would need 2 Secret Service by his cell. They would need 2 Secret Service in the corridor to his cell. They would need 2 Secret Service at the entrance of the prison. And those have to be rotated all the time. He couldn't be in general population. The meals would have to be brought to him in his room. And it's like, it's basically impossible to be able to do that.
Jesse, let me ask you this question. What if they put him like in Guantanamo Bay or something, like in a military prison? Is that a possibility?
Well, no, because he hasn't committed a federal crime that's involving a crime against the United States as a foreign enemy.
Interesting.
The only people that have gotten locked up in Gitmo or the ones that the current administration is trying to cut a plea deal and let go of those 5 defendants that were convicted with doing the 9/11 bombing. So now Biden's trying to set them free and give them another chance.
Interesting.
Basically, to go back to where they came from to start up with the rest of the terrorists over there, like they did with the other people that the other president, the one that they found the cook floating around by the beach near his house.
Jesse, I got to ask you a question, though. I got to play devil's advocate like I want to earlier. You say the Supreme Court's going to basically side on the side of Trump. We thought that, too, with the last debacle and situation with the I don't want to say the word here. What makes you think that the Supreme Court is going to do the right thing in regards to Trump?
Oh, okay. Well, check this out. Now, if you recall, right after we had the big contest between Biden and Trump, that there was a lot of attorneys, including some of the ones that are fellow defendants on that indictment, that were bringing cases into court. And what the judges were saying in those courts were, you cannot bring a case regarding that popularity contest, let's say, because you weren't the one that was injured. So you can't bring a lawsuit against the county because you weren't injured. The ones that were injured were the people, not you, the attorney. Now, let's go to the indictment. When you indict somebody and somebody has to go to trial, the first thing that becomes available to the defendant, the one that's being prosecuted, is they have the right to discovery. Discovery and the ability to present their evidence. Discovery means they have an opportunity to see all of the evidence that the prosecutor has. What they're trying to do, the lawyers right now, they're trying to drown them with too much evidence. They've got millions of pages of documents, supposedly this is evidence, and that they want them all to go through them really quick by March the 6th. And the lawyers are saying that's impossible. Every single lawyer out there is saying that's impossible. There's no way that we can go through all of that evidence and then present our evidence at the same time. It's physically impossible. You can't do it.
10-4. Hey, Jesse.
So those are some of the things that are going to come to play and those are all things that can be appealed in court. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, and it's like, and the other one, I'm not a military hero. I mean, I did 20 years in the Navy. I served my country, ready to bleed. But it was like that's where the Supreme Court comes in, because right now they're just sitting back. It's like I'm sure that each day that they see what's happening around the country with all these prosecutors pushing it, is like they're prosecuting President Trump in Georgia for the things that they're saying that he did. However, they're releasing people that have murdered people on their own recognizance with no bail, just with a cuff link on their ankle with an ankle monitor. Are you kidding me? Talk about a two-tier justice system. And that's the thing that's getting the American people, blacks and Hispanics, a little bit upset, because it's like now they're seeing, hey, they're treating President Trump just like they've been treating us for the last few decades, abusing our rights, not giving us an opportunity. They got that Marine veteran stuck in jail where the judge told him that he couldn't have any bail and that he wasn't eligible to have a public defender. What is that all about? He can't have a public defender.
Wow.
They're raising money for him online. He's got a GoFundMe page, and it's like, but the judge says, no, you can't have a lawyer and you can't have no bond because you're dangerous. You're like, really? Are you kidding me? For something that happened in North Carolina, I think, when the FBI went to question him, I think that was a tussle or something, and they accused him of attacking the FBI or something. But that was in another state. Georgia doesn't have jurisdiction in that state, neither does that judge. So there's all kinds of stuff that is not too legit happening in that court.
10-4. And real quick, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do now is we're going to jump to Rumble, because we want to talk about the election. I'm not going to say nothing else. So with that, y'all, we're going to jump off of YouTube and Facebook, and we're going to Rumble. Check us out on Rumble. It's probably our first live stream directly just to Rumble, so we can talk about the stuff that you can't talk about here. Jesse, final words for the Patriots watching on Facebook and YouTube. Go ahead.
Okay. Final words is stay strong, make your voices heard. Like everybody keeps saying on online, is like, make your voices heard. Let your local politicians know about buying this scam.
Totally agree. It starts locally. I'll put the link in the comments here in a minute, Tito. God bless everybody watching. Guys, we're going to jump onto the Rumble to talk about some things we can't talk about here. With that, we're out of here. You're an American, you're a patriot, you got grit, act like it.